Oh, okay. We live? How's it going? Perfect. Yeah, we got Jordan coming on today, so let me see if I can get this figured out for him. Holy crap. Sorry, guys. Instagram's deciding to teach me how to do a live all of a sudden, but it's all good. Let me get Jordan in here. Give me a sec. There he is. Brother,
Hey, how are you
what's going
doing?
on? Good, man. Jeez, look at this guy with the hair, with a little turtleneck. Jeez.
Hey,
Where you
sorry.
going? Where you going?
We've got a real estate meetup tonight, so we're going to a real estate meetup in Niagara. So
Oh, nice,
uh,
nice.
yeah, ready to rock and roll. Really. How?
That's proper. Things are good, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the busier weeks for me. I'm working on a couple different deals right now, a little bit outside my comfort zone too, which is nice. So really pushing the envelope. So yeah, it's been really cool.
Awesome, awesome.
Awesome, man. Now I know you got stuff to do, so I want to keep it brief, but still give people some a chance to kind of get some content out of this. So Jordan and also his partner Ryan have been literally killing the game in real estate. I've been watching them for probably the last year and a bit now. They've had their hands in a whole bunch of different stuff, wholesaling, flipping, buying holds, and just purely education. Like a lot of content they put out is for that millennial real estate investor because they get it. Like you guys have been out there having fun as well as investing. So I think you guys have a really sweet niche, and I appreciate, and I'm sure a lot of investors do as well. But let me hop into this. I don't know if everyone knew, but Jordan is not only a real estate investor, but also a businessman. He has a nice soccer business that he's been running for a little bit as well. So it leads to my first question. You have multiple businesses and you seem to be successful at hiring in whatever facet you're doing, whether it's real estate or business in of itself. Can you give us a few good tips on hiring or bringing quality talent onto your team?
Yeah, I think it goes both ways, right? Not every single hire you make is quality. Like, obviously, we've had a fair few that we've hired that haven't been. So I think there's definitely a mixed bag there. Like, people see the always when we say it, like Instagram, social media is like a highlight reel for people. They don't see all the downturns. They don't see, maybe tough decisions that we've had to let people go. So
Yeah.
it's a mixture of both. Like, we've now got someone probably that we understand in different roles and different positions, especially in the real estate side. We're still kind of getting that stage at the soccer side where we're getting the right people in, like, as we call, like, the right seats.
Yep.
um,
Okay.
but for me, I think it's like the person, you kind of get an understanding of whether they're going to be a good fit for you and for your organization quite early on.
Yeah.
uh, and whether it's someone that you're bringing on that's going to be like a placeholder, unfortunately, who's going to sit there for a period of time, and that's all they're going to do. So, I mean, by all means, I don't have the magic crystal ball to be like, yes, this is exactly what you should hire. But I just say find people that, one, you can trust, two, that understand the vision. If they understand like what vision you're kind of going, where you're taking the organization, where you're taking the company, then they have a higher chance of buying into that belief, rather than someone who doesn't really care about it. They necessarily won't feel the same way about it. So for me, the biggest thing's vision. If they can see where you're taking it, then they're in, right? Because they want to be along the ride, right? They want to be there. They want to be a part of something that's exciting, something that's moving forward. They don't necessarily want to come with you if they don't trust you or know or see where the future is, or, am I going to get paid this week? Am I not going to get paid? Like, that's when sort of like that area kind of drops a bit.
Exactly. That's really good. I love what you said on vision. I'm reading a book right now that's kind of going over planning, and in that, planning with part of your team. So when you talk about vision and putting that vision down with people you work with or bring onto your team, is it a physical thing? Like, do you actually write it down and say, "Hey, look at this," or is it something more organic and dynamic that you guys discuss?
For me, I think it's more ongoing, because again, everything kind of changes. Like, everyone does their like 1 to 5 year goals, and after a short period of time, you either succeed your 1 to 5 year goals, or you kind of you you don't, right? Or you're plodding along. So for me, it's kind of something that's always changing. You know, you may hit your vision for a year, you may be able to hit in 2 months, or your vision, your bigger vision now changes. So
Yeah.
just keeping like the long-term vision, I think, is the main thing. I don't necessarily write it down because I think each goal kind of slightly changes as you do it. You know, it may be, for example, it may be like we had at one stage, we wanted to do like $1.2 million in flip profits this year. Well, after Q1, we're looking like hopefully to do more $4-5 million in flip profit. So that's just because the market, you know, we've had some screaming deals and we want to kind of test ourselves and be like, you know, instead of just being like, yep, hey, we're happy with just, you know, 1 million or 1.2 million in what we're projected, we now want a higher amount there.
I love that, man. That's good, and congrats on blowing those goals out of the water really early on. I'm excited to see what you guys get up to for Q2, 3, and 4. Moving on to my second question. So, like you say, you're putting out deals. It's so funny. Every time I come on, I'll like go on a story, and either you or Ryan are signing a deal on your way to a deal, doing something. It's hilarious. Um, so investors, they're putting out crazy deals right now. I remember I looked at a duplex, in the area, it goes for like 300. Someone put an offer of 550 and ended up winning. So people are going crazy. Do you think in this market it's still wise to stick to the fundamentals? And if so, what are you guys doing about it?
Yeah, I mean, for us, there's a very rare occasion that we buy anything on market.
Yeah.
So kind of like we have, but again, building like it's more important like the people around you. Like we're talking about teams, probably. Like we create like a really good power team. So we had a realtor who understands what we do. He understands it. We don't have to tell him. He understands what we need for numbers, how we're going to get it. So for that aspect, he won't bring us anything that don't meet those numbers. So I'm not wasting my time on looking at deals, but everything's fundamental, right? Like everyone has a different sort of goal that they want to achieve. Like we have like a target kind of flip profit of, I would say 90 to 150K every flip we do. We have to hit those numbers or we don't do
Yeah.
second is off market. Like that's the place to be. There's always deals out there. Like we've heard it the last couple of weeks. Oh, there's no deals out there. We signed three in I think 12 days. We're on track.
Yeah, literally.
A week at the moment. We're on track for one a week, and that's what we want to do for the rest of the year. One a week.
Yeah. No, I think you hit it on the head there, and especially going into like off market. I talked to different investors or different people touching real estate, like, oh, market's tough, like, there's no deals out there. I'm like, I'm running a smaller operation and my lead funnel is full. So I definitely think, you said it, I said it, let's all say it. The deals are out there. You just kind of got to look. Like, I don't know, we could probably get into what we're both doing off market, and that could be a whole nother live in and of itself. But I think it's those people, like, are you working to find leads, or are you just kind of, or sorry, working to find deals? Or are you just hoping they're going to pop up on the MLS, no offers, and cash flow on day one? So that's
Yeah.
what I see.
No,
Um,
I totally agree. And like we used to have that thing where, it used to seem like all the people who've been in it a while, they were always talking about, well, they don't really do much outbound anymore because they have leads flowing to them. Well, we've kind of got to a good stage now where actually deals are starting to flow to us, as well as obviously us putting outbound deals as well. We're also having deals flow towards us as well, which I think is really important as we kind of grow. And as we get busier and busier and busier, it's important that, that lead funnel is still there for us to continue and grow.
That's good, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's awesome when you get to a stage where you're still working as hard as you are, but now that lead funnel is almost growing exponentially because you're doing work, and those 5 other people who know what you're doing are also dropping leads in, and before you know it, you got a rich funnel. So that's good. Congrats to you and Ryan for getting to that stage. I got one more question before you go in there with your fancy self. So like I said, you and Ryan, you guys have been blowing up. I'm sure you guys come across a ton of stories, just working, being boys, working out there. What is one crazy story that you guys have had that you just haven't had the chance to share with someone or the real estate community yet?
Um, we've had some like really fucked up, crazy stories. To be fair, I know we touched on the resort one on our own live stream that we did probably about a month ago now.
Yeah.
Just crazy ones. Like there's some deals out there that we've got probably in the last 2 deals we've got potential profits of over 500,000 on 2 single family homes, and we didn't negotiate for either of them.
Really?
the seller pitched the price. So yeah, we've got one severance deal that we've managed to figure out. It's a double lot, and we can actually sever and sell. The house
Yeah.
as is worth probably 150K more than we bought it for, which is
Okay.
great. And then there also comes with a lot, which is good. And they pitched us the price for it. So
Sweet.
that's crazy. And kind of like one of the biggest takeaways that we have is like, we got a deal. Basically, someone called our flyers, because we typically send out flyers, and Ryan walked their property, and we could only pay around 500 for it, and we said, okay, we'll take, we can only offer 500K. I'm like, that's what our kind of our maximum allowable offer is here. She went, oh, I was looking for more than 7, but I've got another one that I'll sell to you for 5, but it's in worse condition. Well, we're like, okay, let's have a look at it. So we go and have a look at it. In our eyes, it was actually in better condition. And
Ooh.
also, it's in a better neighborhood, it's bigger, and she wants 200K less. And she was like, yeah, I'll sign it straight away. So we got a deal off of that. And as is, it's probably worth 750K. We got it for 500K.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Quarter of a mil right there. Let's go. That's what
So
I'm talking about.
in that equity there, and we're really focusing on our active side. So we're really focusing on our flipping business. We're really focusing on kind of our flipping side of our business. And then we've got a new business we're just starting as well, which should be getting started in kind of like, I would say, mid to late April. Which is kind of more of a long-term play for us, but again, will provide us with a kind of like a good real estate foot point. Sorry, 850, Cavi. 850 off two single family homes.
Oh shoot. Yeah, make sure you get the numbers right, man. You can't be, putting
Yeah.
your friend down like that. That's awesome. One thing I'll ask just before you go is, when you're doing those, like you said, this deal you got in, the seller pitches the price there. Do you feel, if you go away, because a lot of people are like, okay, you know what? Let me take a day and think about it. Are you guys a big into like, let's think about it, or like, here's the paper, let's get this done today?
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Like the amount of deals that we've had that was like, oh, I'll think about it, and then we've missed out on because, someone else they meet, whenever they go away from somewhere, I always think who else could they walk into? They could go to the grocery store and meet someone, and they could have no idea about real estate whatsoever, and go, oh yeah, I think your house is worth, 3 times what we offered it. So
Yeah,
then extra variable there of like, what's the point in, like, we have to secure the deal when we're there, because you don't want to run into the risk of them going elsewhere and getting an expert opinion from someone who's not an expert, right?
that's
And
perfect.
that's where kind of we're at the moment is, we always take offers to wherever we go. We always leave an offer there as well. If they don't want to sign it there, that's fine, but we make sure we make an effort that we leave the offer there with exactly what we want on it, because it means something. That piece of paper there with whatever mounts on it means more than just a word of me going, yeah, Henry, I'll buy your house for, $100,000. Whereas if I have a piece of paper with $100,000 onto it, a legally binding contract there, then it's a bit more like, okay, then it's a bit more serious. It's taken a bit further, and we can definitely kind of go from that route a lot further with it, if that makes sense.
That makes a whole lot of sense there. I think that's a huge nugget. Like, I feel every time I get someone on the live, they drop a huge nugget. You dropped a lot, but I think that one's really good. Even if they don't sign it right away, have that paper, separate that. Hey, this is what I'll give you versus no, this is actually what I'll give you is really big there. So anyway, I know you got to go, but I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. Jordan, where can everyone find out more about you? Drop your Instagram, Facebook, your whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so you can find me. Predominantly, we do stuff on either my profile, which is George Clements, or Ryan's profile, which is Ryan Cavison, or our real estate one, which is Clem Cav Real Estate. We try and post as much as we can. Unfortunately, we've been a tad bit too busy, tad bit too lazy at the moment. It's something we are trying to make sure we're keeping on top of, but a tad bit lazy. But yeah, you can catch both of us on there. You can catch us on Facebook there as well. Through that, and yeah, we're going to be a tad bit more hopefully active with it, but we're on track to do a deal a week at the moment this month. So we're going to try and keep doing kind of like a deal a week as we build and grow, and hopefully this is, I mean, for us it's already going to be a record breaking year, but we're just going to hopefully smash it out and see how big we can get our flipping business.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, if you find anything out in Durham, let me know. More than happy to do the boots on the ground stuff for you guys over there. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. It's Isaiah, First Position Real Estate. We got Jordan, Clemcap Real Estate right here. Thanks so much for having us on. And until next time, guys, have a good one, brother.
Thank you. You too.